I looked up and there was this plume of smoke, colors I have never seen in smoke before. You could hear the roar of the fire. You could see fire in the distance. It was like somebody had a flamethrower and was just like, I'm going to start it over here. Now I'm going to start it over there. I got to go back to my house 4 days after the fire with the LA Times. I knew that I was going to see devastation, but to see your stuff gone, there's not really words. Everything you've worked for, everything that you've had, everything that you've owned, everything that people in your life have owned and handed down to you is gone in an instant.
Tetra Tech's role in this project is the environmental and debris monitoring consultant for CalRecycle. One of the challenges of this project is you have 12,000 properties that need to be cleaned up. Each property on the campfire incident is considered and dealt with as an individual hazardous waste site. Once we're on the property, we start off with a site assessment, which is basically a hazardous materials survey. We mark all the utilities. We take photographic documentation. We want to know the size of the ash footprints. Once site assessments are completed, we do an asbestos assessment. Once the site is ready for debris removal, we take off the metal, take off soil and ash. Then we're removing the concrete from the property. And lastly, it's a scrape across the entire property of contaminated soil. The project as a whole has about 3,300 people on site working every day, which includes about 1,500 trucks. We track all the trucks as data points in our system. On a daily basis, we collect about 700 soil samples. We do about 100 to 150 assessments. Logistically, it's a nightmare for the amount of data coming in. So we had to rethink how we were going to collect all this data, QC this data.
We recognized soon into the project with the volume of information that needed to be collected and the deadlines that the clients were putting on us that we had to find a quicker, faster, better way to process that information. So we began the process of automating the data collection of all the environmental teams with using those tablets, with customizing field forms, and collaborating with the environmental leads to build a form that captured all the information they're used to capturing on the paper forms.
Some of the innovations that we actually introduced is the use of mapping tools and geo-platforms. So we take all the data that's coming in and we visually represented it to the clients to assist in making decisions. It's a much easier way for them to see trends, and that has really helped the state make determinations quickly and efficiently to get the homeowners back on their feet.
I want us to build a community. It's going to be different, but the people that are coming back are the ones that believe the same way. There's just nowhere else I'd want to be.